our New York Yankees live to fight another day, and we're here to talk about it on Uptown Sports. Let's get it. Good evening, Yankee fans. Another post game, the second one we've done of our New York Yankees. Game 2 of this AL wild card. And I got my guy, Jason Custodio from Self-Titled Channel, Jason Custodio. He does a good job at the late night, so make sure you guys go over there, give him a subscribe. We will be putting your link down below at the end, so make sure you guys check him out. He does a good work. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Better after a Yankee W. You know, we're going to talk all about it. Before we do, want to shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe to Uptown Sports as we are on the road to 6K. Channel memberships are also available, so make sure you get yourself one of those. Madman Rio is in the building. What's up? Slow Burner is in the building. Hector, the other Hector's in the building. What's up?
He had gone season start.
You hear that?
In the dirt, work vet.
Is that you? You hear that?
Smith, Dave Roberts told us, is available to pinch hit.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Game.
All right.
Madman Rio says we winning tomorrow. Yeah, we can hear that on your end. You good. So our New York Yankees, Jason, after facing elimination tonight, come through with the real gritty W, a 4-3 W, where the Yankee bats got some offense early at the hands of Ben Rice, who sat in yesterday's ball game. A very controversial move. A lot of us were saying that Ben Rice should have got the at-bat. Same thing with Jazz Chisholm. Those two turned out to be some of the heroes tonight. It was kind of a back-and-forth performance right after the fifth inning where teams were exchanging runs, and ultimately in that eighth inning, Austin Wells himself comes through with the big hit. Jazz motoring all the way around first. Devin Williams gets the W, and Bednar shuts the door. Jason, what were your thoughts on this W from our Yankees?
I mean, besides the fact that I have no more fingernails, because it was a nail biter. There was a couple instances in the game where I felt like it could have got away. It could have got away from us, but man, I don't ever want to see Jazz sit ever again. And as far as we go in this postseason, he has to play every single game. Because not only did he save us on that that diving play. I know I'm probably jumping ahead, but I'm still amazed at that. You know, he didn't get that out at first, but he saved a run there. Without Jazz Chisholm Jr., he showed today that how much of an impact he makes on the game, right? He has on the game, him and Ben Rice. Look, I'm just happy we got the W. The tides are turning. I feel the momentum shifting our way, right? Tomorrow we obviously have the upper hand. They don't even have a starter. I'm curious to see who they're going to throw out there. Yeah, I mean, look, things are looking up right now. We got through the worst of them. We got through the toughest part. I think Alex Cora he was pretty much going all in today. He used pretty much all his pitching, with the exception of with Craig Weiser. We've seen everybody. We've seen Chapman. Obviously, Garrett Crochet's done. He's not going to come back. Yeah, I like our chances, Ace. I do.
Yeah, I do too. We survived their best punch yesterday, and this was one of the games. I'm gonna tell you this: we lose a lot of these games, but the Yankees were able to fight. Devin Williams has looked good in 2 outings. Bednar has looked good as well. Looked good as well today. Like you were saying, Jazz Chisholm saved us defensively as well. And also Ben Rice, too, because Jazz did spike that ball into the ground, and Ben Rice was able to get enough on the block to be able to save it. And I'm going to tell you this, that was actually really bad base running by, I forget the Red Sox that was there, because he was on the move the entire time and didn't go. And then it's just funny that in a similar situation where runners are on the move, Jazz is able to score from first. But yeah, man, like you were saying, it was definitely nail-biting time, and the New York Yankees were able to hold this out in a very gritty win. Carlos Rodon got us into the 6th inning. It was another one of those situations where, you know, do you pull him? Do you not pull him? You know what I'm saying? Like, Rodon looked gassed as opposed to yesterday where Fried looked like he was fine. But do you pull him? But I'm going to tell you this. MVP, Fernando Cruz, bro. Fernando Cruz came in with inherited runners, and nobody out, and shut it down. Like we needed him in the worst way, and he came out there, and just the energy that he brings, man. You saw how excited he was, like off that mound. Like I think that he thought that was gone because his first reaction. But then once Grisham made that catch, it was like a sigh of relief in the ballpark. I'm gonna ask Heck when he gets in, what was the crowd? And Heck is on his way in. I'm gonna ask him what was the reaction in Yankee Stadium like, and the energy when that ball from Cruz was hit the deep center field and Grisham made the catch, because that was a hell of a performance by Cruz.
Oh yeah, I think not only at the stadium, I think every Yankee fan around the world held their breath. Everybody, I know I did. I thought for a second I thought it was gone. The way Grisham ran backwards, I was like, oh no. But it stood in the park, man. It stood in the park. You know, people make fun of Yankee Stadium. They say it's a Little League park, but it sure ain't Little League Park to dead center. It's a long ways up there. What's up, Hector?
Sir, we got the man himself in the building. Hector Beauchamp, can you hear us, bro?
I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, what's good, bro?
Chilling, man. I'm just excited. I'm happy.
Oh, same. Yo, Ace, if you can go to the designs real quick, and the background, there's one on the bottom right that's like the one that I use in the morning. The backgrounds. Yeah.
Right there?
No. There you go.
Got you. Yeah, my second time controlling the stream. Normally Hector's the guy in the chair, you know what I mean? But but he's live at the stadium right now at Yankee Stadium. Heck, what's the vibes like, man? I want to ask you, what's the vibes like, and what was the energy like when Fernando Cruz came in the game and that ball was hit the deep center field? What was like?
Look, this is the vibes. You got the fans right now losing their mind, all here, still in the stadium. And we was in a press box when that ball was hit. I was like this. I'm not gonna lie. I was like mirando. I was like, what's gonna happen? But no, it died at the warning track. And today was a great win. I said this was going to go to 3 games.
Yep, you did.
Yeah.
Yep. Gutsy performance by the Yankees today. Rodon gave us everything he had. You know, it was one of those things yesterday where it's like, when do you keep him? Do you pull him? Boone came out early. Rodon said, nah, you know, I wanna gut this out. And you know, Boone had more faith in I don't know if Rodon's got that equity with Boone, because somebody made a good point. Like Fried is still kind of like first year. Maybe Boone doesn't have that same faith in Fried because he knows Rodon already. This is the 3rd year. So why do you think that he was able to allow Rodon to stay out there? And do you guys think ultimately it was the right decision?
I'll say it real quick and I'll throw it over to Jason. And also, shout out to everybody who's in the building. If you guys can, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Make sure you guys are following and subscribing to our friend Jason Custodio, his channel as well. For me, I think it was a combination of both. One, him having that relationship and trusting Carlos Rodon, but also the backlash that he heard from Yankee fans, right? Because of how he took out Max Fried. You got Carlos Rodon there. If you got to take him out, you take him out. But the ship goes down from the guys who was able to get us to where we was at. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, Absolutely. What about you, Jason?
I think that it's because Rodon is more vocal, right? You could tell that he said no, like I want to stay in the game. Whereas Fried, I don't think said anything yesterday. He just kind of accepted it and gave up the ball. Look, I think everything pretty much went well today. I'm happy with the win. We could nitpick every little thing here. I think it was interesting. I know I'm tossing to a whole nother different topic, but it's interesting to see how Cora, his strategy against the Yankees. You could tell he put a lot of emphasis on making sure that Ben Rice and Cody Bellinger does not face any right-handed pitchers.
Yep.
He had a short leash for Bello. He got him out of there quick. Which was a little shocking to me because I was like, he has good numbers versus, but I think he saw that the big left-handers were coming up, and he trusts himself. Like you could tell that he feels very comfortable in his skin, and he had a game plan. It didn't work, but he's one hell of a manager too.
It was interesting. It was interesting for me to see. I want to get like Ace's your thought because I know you was doing your play-by-play. It was interesting for me to see them pull Brian Bello that early, knowing that tomorrow is going to most likely be a bullpen game. It's a toss-up. So knowing that tomorrow is going to be a bullpen game, you go into your bullpen in the 3rd inning Yesterday, the Yankees lost because Aaron Boone was trying to overmanage, and that's what happened to the Red Sox today with Alex Cora.
Yeah, I think, and I said this on the live stream, right? I think Cora was trying to bait him to getting Rice out of there quick, like
Yeah.
because like that was an early hook for Bayo, and it was in a situation where and I kept saying it, Boone, don't panic, bro. Like you got to ride it out. And Ben Rice had a phenomenal game. Like it's just crazy how baseball works, right? Because Ben Rice obviously hit 2-run home run. It was another opportunity with the bases juice that Ben came up in a big spot, I should say, and hit the ball 110 miles per hour for an out. But then his softest hit of the night that was 50 miles per hour ended up being a base hit. That's just baseball for you. But it was a good job by Boone not taking the bait, like because Cora was trying to, and Boone finally put his foot down a little bit and finally started to manage him correctly. And I think Boone made all the right moves today. You left Rodon out there in that inning, but you can totally see that even though Rodon wasn't at 100 pitches, he was gassed and he legit gave you everything that he had to offer.
Yeah.
And then that's when you went to Fernando Cruz.
Yeah, Carlos Rodon, the definition of emptying the tank tonight. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, I think when she gave up that home run to Trevor Story, it was kind of like, okay, like it's time that you got to get him out of there, right? He has nothing left. But yeah, I think as far as Alex Cora, I really think that he was banking on today. That's why I feel so good about tomorrow. I really feel like he was all in on this game. He knows that we have the advantage tomorrow. He knows that, and he spent a lot of his bullpen today. Well, not a lot, but definitely Whitlock is one of his major weapons out of the bullpen. Who's probably unavailable tomorrow, which is a huge deal. And Chapman pitched. Well, he pitched 4 outs yesterday, which he hasn't done all season long. Yesterday, I like our chances tomorrow. I really do. If we can get to whoever they throw out there, we can start hitting them around and make them bring their bullpen out. Because they only have like 3 arms in there that are really good. Everybody else we can handle.
Yeah. And Whitlock, like you had said, Whitlock threw 30-something pitches, almost 40. So I doubt he's available tomorrow. Have they announced the starter yet for tomorrow?
He's somebody with a C. I forgot what he's like. When I was coming down here, he was literally in the middle of his press conference. Somebody with a cap or a capper or something like that. Somebody with a C. So he did announce it in the press game. Matter of fact, let me look right now.
Lefty or righty?
Yeah, Connolly Early, a lefty.
Okay.
So, there you go.
Yeah. Honestly, I said this in the live stream too.
He's a rookie.
You got to throw Rice and Jazz out there regardless if it's a lefty. Don't overthink and put out that lefty heavy lineup on a bullpen game. Like you might need those bullets of Rosario and Caballero, especially later in the game. But you got to go out there and have a good like trust your guys. Ben Rice came up huge. Jazz Chisholm came up huge. A huge walk for Jazz. And I'm gonna tell you this: not a lot of guys around the league are scoring from first on that play. When that ball ricocheted off the corner, there's not a lot of guys, a very small percentage of guys that score. Hector, I'm sure the stadium was rocking during that play.
It was rock. First off, I want to say, for me, first time ever at a Yankees playoff game, and the environment at Yankee Stadium when the postseason is rocking, when the calendar hits October, it's different than the regular season. From the first pitch to the last pitch, the energy, the loudness from the fans, you can hear it. I know yesterday we lost, but today when the Yankees won and when they were coming back, when Jazz scored, that was the loudest I heard the stadium this entire season. And I've been to over 50 Yankee games this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's electric. I could just imagine. I know my house was loud. I was going crazy over here, I hear my son. He must have been watching it upstairs because he's screaming upstairs. Man, Jazz Chisholm, he's what a knife, especially after yesterday with all the backlash too. A lot of people felt some kind of way with the post-game interview and stuff. I didn't really care because I understood. I would be upset too, So I understand he's upset. Plus, he just lost the game, right? They just lost the game. The back's against the wall. He probably would have. So for me personally, I didn't take any offense to him turning his back and everything. But I knew that he was gonna come out tonight. Him and Ben Rice. And it seemed like Ryan McMahon too. They all came out with like a little chip on their shoulder. Like they wanted to show them like this is why we're who we are, right? So kudos to them.
To your point, Jason, Jazz, when you're upset from the results from yesterday not playing, that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you come out. You're aggressive on the base pass. You draw a walk late in the game. You're able to use your speed, your best asset, to score from first base. Because, like you said, Ace, not that many people are scoring on a ball like that, hit like that. Jazz Chisholm is one of the only few. And you saw the Boston Red Sox, they had a chance to score a run with a runner on second and a single that was hit, and they didn't take advantage, and the Yankees took advantage of it. Again, this was an example of yesterday, the Yankees lost because Aaron Boone's over managing, and today, Alex Cora, the same thing. And credit to Aaron Boone not biting the bait that Alex Cora tried to give him.
Yeah, absolutely. Good performance. 10 hits. Quietly, the Yankees had 10 hits today. Judge with 2, Rice with 2, Wells with 2 as well. Wells had himself a good game, but Aaron Judge with a big hit as well. That kind of gave the Yankees some momentum as well. And Judge is quietly with a couple of singles, but they've been some big singles as he's hitting 500 so far. So Aaron Judge, even though the long ball hasn't been there, we do believe in time that it will be there, but he's performing well. Gonna need Giancarlo Stanton to step up though. Like, we know he's got equity with us. He's proven, but Stanton's come up in some big spots so far, and at least hasn't impressed.
Yeah, but at least we're picking him up, right? He carried us all last. I think if we can prolong this postseason run, at some point he will come through. I truly believe in that. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully, time is on our side, right? Obviously, we got to win tomorrow to get more games, so he can be a factor, in this postseason run. But yeah, look again. I like our chances. This guy that's pitching tomorrow, Connolly Early, he only has 3 major league appearances. Well, actually 4 major league appearances. He made his major league debut on September 9th of this year. So this is how desperate they're. This is what I'm saying. This is why we had to make it to Game 3, especially with Lucas Giolito out. Like, it's in our favor now. The odds are in our favor now. We're controlling the narrative right now, and we got to go out there and execute tomorrow. And I think we'll be okay.
The Yankees are controlling their destiny. We said it on every show that we're on, Ace. Jason, I know you say it on your show. The Yankees' biggest opponent is the New York Yankees. That's the biggest team that's in the Yankees' way when it comes to them winning a championship. It's the New York Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you. And you're 27 outs away from advancing. You know what I'm saying? This is a scary – it's the wild card is unusual, you know what I'm saying? Because like you had talked about, you alluded to a lot, Hector. Not a lot of teams that lose Game 1 have the ability to win the series, but the Yankees can defy the odds with a big win tomorrow. And then you have Cam Schlittler on the bump tomorrow, who is going against his hometown team, so it's going to be big for him. But early, like you had said, Jason, not a lot of starts. Yankee Stadium's going to be rocking tomorrow. Will he be ready, or will the bats be ready? We're going to see. We'll be here for it.
The battle of the rookies. Both a rookie for the Yankees and a rookie of the Red Sox. Who has more moxie?
I think we do. I'm curious to see what the lineup is going to be like, especially facing a lefty. I'm not sure what this guy throws, his pitch mix or anything. But at this point, I don't care about the matchups. I think you got to go with the guys you went with today. You got to go with the people that took you to the dance. You go home with them, and that's Jazz and Ben Rice. And even Ryan McMahon, he had a decent game too.
He did.
Offensively and defensively. Too. He turned some double plays. Yeah, Volpe too. They turned some big time double plays today. I'm talking about big league double plays. So the defense was superb. With the exception of that throw from Rodon, I think he must have thought that it was a closer play than it really was. But besides that, I think the Yankees played outstanding today going into tomorrow.
Either that or Rodon thought you got to Ben Rice was over there. Jazz Chisholm's not used to making that pick over there, but good heads up play by Jazz just to be able to knock that down. But defensively, we're definitely sound today. That double play by Devin Williams wasn't not the best throw, but a good job by Volpe coming down with that and turning a double play in a huge situation. How many times have we seen that ball go over somebody's head, or you unable to make the play? How Volpe was able to make the play, come down on his right foot, tagging the bag, and giving his momentum towards first base was huge. And Volpe's had a good postseason the first 2 games for us. Another hit in today's ball game, 2 yesterday, 429, a home run, and we got some good production from the bottom of the order today. 4 hits from Wells, Volpe, and McMahon. You'll take that any day of the week. Then you flip over to the top of the order. Grisham finally got on the board with a knock. Judge with 2 hits continues to keep that momentum and come up with big singles. And then you turn it over to guys like Bellinger, Rice, and Stanton.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that RBI by Judge, like I get it. It seemed like a play that Duran probably should have made, but that's what happens when you put the ball in play. You know,
Facts.
that's what happened when you put the ball in play. I like the approach at the end of the game today. I felt like they weren't trying to save. Everybody wasn't trying to be a hero and hit a home run. Which is something that I saw time and time again throughout the season. Like, you get it as a close game, so like late innings, everybody's trying to hit the game-winning home run. Today was different. Jazz took the walk, right? A huge walk right there.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin Wells didn't try to do too much. He pulled one down the line, and look, good things happen when you put the ball in play.
Yeah,
Aaron
facts.
Boone, after the game, I have some comments from the post game. When asked about Jazz Chisholm, he said he loves to play and he feels a responsibility to us, to his teammates. He and I have always been good despite what you may think happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Aaron Boone confirms that Jazz Chisholm will be starting in game 3 tomorrow versus Conley, but it's undecided on his catcher and first baseman. So that tells
It
me
needs to
that,
be Rice.
that tells me that Ben Rice is catching and Paul Goldsmith is your first baseman. And credit to Austin Wells, because Austin Wells did get that big hit that drove in Jazz Chisholm. Let's not forget Austin Wells. We've taken shots at him. I know I'm guilty of that. Every Yankee fan is guilty of taking shots at Austin Wells.
Mhm.
He stepped up where you needed him to step up the most in the postseason, just like Anthony Volpe.
Yeah. Absolutely. And shout out to the chat before we continue the conversation. You guys are amazing. The link is down below. Jacob and Tina
Yes.
both dropped the link to Jason Custodio's channel. Thank you for filling in for the lovely Grace Monroe, who is a little preoccupied tonight. Grace, the show is never the same without you, and we appreciate you. I
That's
can
a
imagine
fact.
she was probably rocking. I imagine
Mhm.
she was probably going crazy tonight.
Oh,
And also
man,
the
and her
links are right
Maryland
there
getup.
to the TikTok.
Hold on,
Shout out to the bestie and her Marilyn Monroe gig.
I could fill in for her already. Jason Dominguez. No,
Hey,
close.
mira para allá, mira para
It was
allá.
pretty
That was
good
a
though,
bit
right?
close. That was a bit.
There we
Yo,
go.
Ace, you gotta drop the auto tune, all right?
Yeah, I got you,
right.
man. The auto-tune remix. I
Oh
mean,
man.
but yeah, like I said, a good win by the Yankees today. This was a gutsy performance. Like everything went the Yankees' way, and you got momentum. The biggest thing is, like I said, Ben Rice, man, has to be in that lineup tomorrow. Set the momentum immediately after Rodon did his thing. Like that's a big momentum shift. It definitely is. And we got to go out there and handle our business, because let's be honest, we are the more talented team than the Boston Red Sox. They at times outmanage us, but I do believe that we are the more talented team, and it's we got to go out there and handle our business.
I just want to say real quick, every Puerto Rican, they have that one uncle that screams and yells like this. Shout out to Fernando Cruz, all right? Shout out to Fernando Cruz.
I thought he was about to pop a blood vessel. That dude was going crazy.
I'm gonna tell you this
was.
right now. In the press box, when the ball from Devin Williams was thrown to second base, everybody thought that it was going into center field. The recovery from Anthony Volpe, not only to recover, grab the ball, but to, like you said, be able to land on second base with the momentum to throw to first base. You got to give Anthony Volpe his credit.
Yeah, that's a lot going on one play. You got to. It's not
100%.
easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy to land on the bag like that, and you got the runner sliding in too. So you're looking at the runner too. So you got to be concerned with him because he's coming in hard. That was Anthony Volpe. That wasn't the only good play. There was a couple. And come on, Ace. Ace, what you said. Hey, pause, right? But there was some double plays, man, like from a McMahon, like around the horn. That, like, what is it? 5-4-3 double plays.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not easy with some speedy runners too. Like they would just barely get those double plays, but man, I don't know how many double plays, but it felt like at least four double plays on the game.
Yeah. Heck, Madman Rio says, as half Rican, he'll say that's a 110% true statement.
That's a fact. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, Madman Rio.
But also credit to Devin Williams in that play, because that liner was hit. It handcuffed him. Mm-hmm. So the ball went right back to him really quick, and he was able to, maybe not get the best grip on it, but at least he didn't. At the very minimum, we were getting one, because he at least made sure that he didn't airmail it, and Volpe's athleticism helped get the double play. So it was a huge game defensively. Like the Yankees so far in this series have played very fundamentally sound. I mean, outside of that throw by Rodon, which happens, like even yesterday with Freed's last at bat, he covered the bag very well against a speedy runner. Like fundamentally, the Yankees have been really good, and they have to continue to play clean baseball. The biggest thing is we have to capitalize with runners in scoring position, because that was a problem tonight that could have came back to bite us. This score should not have been that close, because we've had several opportunities with runners on early to be able to knock them in. If we knock in half those runs, it's an easier ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, and we left 9 on base. So we
Even
got to do better.
even though Ben Rice was able to kickstart the offense with a 2-run home run early in the first inning, to see the Yankees offense come through late in the game with the 2 runs that counted the most, one from an RBI single from Aaron Judge, and the second from a single from Austin Wells. That's big. When the New York Yankees score runs without relying on the home run, that's big for this team. This team needs that.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna say, like, Jazz Chisholm Jr. was the difference today. That diving play that he made, I was for certain that was like, there was no way he was gonna get to that ball. I don't know how he stopped that ball. I really don't. But that was a phenomenal big time play right there. A big time play.
You know what's funny? When that was going on, I was like listening to Ace on my headphone, like, and I went to the bathroom or whatever. I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm listening to Ace, and all I hear from Ace is Jazz with the dive and save a run.
Yeah, he did, because and even Ben Rice too, because Ben Rice was able to knock it down and keep the ball from skirting away, because Jazz tried his best, and you know what they say when you're in that situation, it's easier to spike the ball into the ground to give your first baseman a better chance to scoop it. It was a bang bang play. It really was. And we took advantage of a little bad base running blunder, because the runner should have scored from third. If he was running hard, he was not running that hard, especially when they showed the replay. But kudos to Jazz. Jazz saved the game. He was one of the MVPs. Personally, I give it to Fernando Cruz, but Jazz is one of them. Who was you guys MVP at today's game?
You go, Jason.
I have to go with Jazz. Like, I mean, he was literally, without him, if let's say he's not in the lineup, he is the difference, right? He's the difference between a possible loss and a victory. He single-handedly, right there, that's 2 runs right there. He saved 1 run, and he manufactured one by scoring from first. Yep. Like, you got to understand, like, I get it was like the ball kind of shimmied off the corner, like the angle right down the right field line of the wall. But that's a play that I don't think anybody else on that team is scoring on that play. You have to literally, your mind got to be dead set. I'm scoring on this, because if you hesitate just a little bit, you saw how close it was. It was like close at home. Yeah, if you hesitate slightly, you're not making that play.
Good send by Rojas too.
If the ball doesn't hit off the wall, Jazz doesn't score. That right there was a gift from the baseball gods. That ricocheted off the wall that forced Jared Durant to take a few more extra steps. If Durant didn't have to do that, Jazz would have been out at home.
Yeah, and good send by Rojas. Like, low key, Rojas had a good game today, because there was a situation earlier where Bellinger flew out where I don't think we got the run in anyway, but Grisham was out there and not sending him either, because he would have got gunned out. Rojas doesn't get enough love when you got to give credit where credit's due. Facts. But you can see from that play, as soon as it caromed off, as soon as it was hit, because the runners were on the move, Jazz were already at second, and by the time it ricocheted, you could see Rojas' arm going out. Like, bro, you got to score. Like, how many times have we seen him give a stop sign in that situation or make the wrong decision? But in this circumstance, it worked.
Question before we get out of here, just because we got to wrap up soon. Well, I have to, because I got to run up and do my post-game wrap-up. For tomorrow's game, for me, I just want to say real quick, because I didn't answer your question when it comes to the MVP. For me, Jason, I like that pick. I'm going to say collectively, it's the Yankees pitching staff. I know Carlos Rodon, he did give up 3 runs, but the way that bullpen came in to pick him up, tag team WWE style, I have to give it to the Yankees' entire pitching, from the starters to the bullpen.
Yeah.
David Bednar was lights out too. He came in and shut the door on them big time.
I hate his walk-in music. I can't stand it. I'm sorry. People may hate me or whatever. It's maybe legendary. I can't stand it.
I haven't even know what is it. I haven't noticed this walk-in music.
Yeah, I don't listen to the broadcast. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I forgot the artist's name, but the song is very annoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
His walk-in music is the Ace Avenue.
Yeah,
that's his walk-in music.
I give him a good little intro. I'll be like, "Yo, it's bedtime, bro. Night. Time to put the kids to bed. Night." And he came in and he did the damn thing. Like, Bednar's a dog. We know he is. Like, the Pittsburgh Pirates fan base knew they lost one when they lost him. There's a reason why they were pissed off that they lost him. So
yeah. David Bednar. It sucks to say. It's not sucks, but He has the perfect last name for a player on the Red Sox. If you think of it, David Bednar. He has the perfect Red Sox player name, David Bednar.
Nah.
Yeah, but we're glad he's one of
Glad
us.
he's a Yankee.
So,
Mhm.
but we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate all you guys, man. We will be live tomorrow. We're glad. Look, I'm just glad that we were able to get a game 3, and we're also gonna be
Yes.
live. Correct, Heck, at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
11. Yes, because I got to be at the stadium by 1 p.m. So we will be live 11 o'clock in the morning. Jason, if you don't got nothing to do, si tu quieres hablar mierda, you can come in the morning to talk shit with us. Sorry for
Yeah,
cursing.
definitely. I'll let you know. Right now, right now I'm not working because we're all furloughed because of all this shutdown stuff. But
Yeah.
I'll be home. Yeah,
Copy. Well,
unfortunately.
if you're
just
bored,
shoot us a text if you're available tomorrow, Jason. We appreciate you for filling in. The link is
definitely.
there in the comment section. Make sure you guys go check out my boy Jason Custodio.
Appreciate it, man.
Check out yours truly, the Ace, at the Ace Avenue. I'll be live tomorrow for the play-by-play. My guy Heck is at Yankee Stadium. Hey, you guys show the fit, man. You showed the fit yesterday. What's the fit look
Oh
like?
yeah, let me show. Let me do the walk back. Let me know what's your
fit
thoughts on the fit. Fit check. Got the walk. Got the walk.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dale una
you feel
vuelta,
me?
una vuelta. You gotta
Una vueltita. Una vueltita. There you go.
My man throwing the fit over there. Know what I mean? Looking sharp, man.
Appreciate you.
We
I took a
appreciate
bath
you guys,
this morning.
man. Say it again.
I took a bath this morning. That's why. That's what
I know
it
you
is.
look clean shaven and everything, bro. There you go. Hey, easy now. Alex might be watching. Easy now, ladies. He's taken.
Yes.
But look, guys, we're gonna go ahead and head out of here. We do appreciate you guys. We'll be live tomorrow twice for the regular morning show and then the post game as well as the Yankees chase for 28 continues. Let's get a W, New York Yankees. But I am yours truly, the Ace, with
Jason.
And of course, Hector.
And this is
the Yankees Nighttime Crew.
And we're out of here, guys. Have yourselves a blessed one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.